Hey everyone, if you're playing the survival shooter Last Z, you know that the end of Season 4 should be this awesome time, right? Cashing in on all your hard work. But instead, well, it's turned into a whole lot of confusion and honestly frustration. A really, really important event has just disappeared, and it's got the whole community asking one very simple question. Where is the resource exchange shop? Seriously. We're in the final days for servers 1 through 32. The clock is ticking down, and this one event that players have always relied on is just gone. It's nowhere to be found, and its absence is causing a huge stir. So, to really get why everyone's so upset, we've got to look back a bit. Player expectations are built on what's happened before, and previous seasons set a super clear pattern for how the end of the season is supposed to work. Okay, let's break down the history here. Back in Season 2, we had a building upgrade event and the resource exchange shop. Cool. Then in Season 3, they got rid of the building event, but, and this is the important part, the shop was still there. That's the key. Even when the developers took one thing away, the shop felt like a guarantee. So naturally, everyone expected it for Season 4, but nope, it's just vanished. So what's actually different this time around? I mean, it's not like the end of the season is completely empty or anything, far from it, but that's kind of what makes this one missing piece stick out so much more. The game is definitely still active. We've got events like the Fossil Album, Glory War, the Weekend Bioinstitute swap, all that stuff is running just like it's supposed to. But having this busy schedule of other events just makes the absence of the big one, the resource exchange shop, feel even more obvious and, frankly, pretty confusing. And you gotta understand, this isn't just some other daily task. The resource exchange is, like, the whole point of the end of the season. It's the only way to trade in all those seasonal resources you work so hard for and turn them into valuable, permanent items you can actually use later. Without that shop, months of grinding just kind of evaporates. Which, of course, brings us to the real heart of the matter, the impact this is having on all of us, the players. This isn't just some small complaint. It's a huge disruption to how the game's reward system works, and believe me, the community is feeling it. I saw someone in the community sum it up perfectly. They used one word, heartbreaking. And that really hits home, doesn't it? It shows how invested people are. Players have spent months grinding, planning, all with the expectation of a final payoff. A payoff that has now been yanked away with zero warning. And that heartbreak? It's tied directly to this very real, tangible loss. The entire season, we've all been making choices based on the idea that we could cash in our resources at the end. Now, that unspoken promise feels broken, and all those rewards we were planning on getting are just gone. And we're not talking about small potatoes here either. In the past, this shop offered awesome stuff, like badges and those super valuable, versatile, exclusive equipment fragments. These are items that can actually change your game, items that people build entire strategies around getting. To have that opportunity just suddenly taken away, it's a massive blow. What makes this even worse is that for a lot of players, this feels like part of a frustrating pattern. It feeds this whole idea that the developers are just chipping away at the game, constantly removing features and making it feel less and less rewarding over time. And that erodes trust.